back to the channel, guys. Today I'm going to be reviewing the movie Anora, which was written and directed by Sean Baker and stars Mikey Madison. Now, this is without a doubt one of the biggest surprises of the year for me. Not that I didn't think this movie was going to be good. I had seen a lot of praise given out to the movie, a lot of praise given to Mikey Madison for her performance and everything, but Neon sent me out a screener for the year for awards season. Got the chance to finally check out the movie, and I was astounded. This movie completely caught me off guard. I really thoroughly enjoyed this movie, and it is without question one of the best movies of 2024. This movie just it walks a really fine line. Initially I didn't know much about this movie. I had assumed, just based on what I read about it, that it was more of a dramatic movie. But I was pleasantly surprised to see that it's actually more of a comedy. It's definitely got dramatic elements to it, and it does walk a pretty good line between the comedy and the dramatic elements. And that's a testament to a writer and director, Sean Baker. I think he does a fabulous job with this movie. And Mikey Madison as the titular Anora, she does an amazing job in this role. And, it's a breakthrough performance. It's one that's definitely going to set her up for years to come, hopefully. And wow, I was blown away by this movie. If you aren't familiar with it, like I said, Mikey Madison does star as the titular Anora, or Annie, as she likes to be called in the movie. She is a sex worker, a stripper, if you will. Well, both, technically, and she's from Brooklyn. One night while she's at work, she gets set up with a Russian guy, very, very young guy, but he's got a lot of money. And, he starts coming in, paying for her to be his girl and everything. Outside of the strip club, he pays her for some sex work as well. It comes to a point where they've hung out enough to where he wants to pay her for an entire week to be his girlfriend, so he can show her off to all of his friends and, kind of live it up or whatever. So they do that. As sort of a finale, they end up flying out to Vegas, where they actually end up getting married. And yeah, Anora's actually into it and everything, and it seems like it might be pretty cool because now she's going to be set for life. She's with this really rich guy, and, things are looking up for her. Unfortunately, this guy, whose name is Ivan or Ivan, his parents are really major players over in Russia. All the money that he has is actually their money, and he's basically just, some stupid little rich kid living off of all their funds and whatnot over in America. Once his parents get word of the marriage, they are absolutely against it. They do whatever they can and send out their best guys to try to find Ivan and Anora and get this thing annulled. And from there is when chaos ensues throughout the rest of this movie. And that's really when the comedy aspect really takes it up a notch. Once you hit kind of the middle of the movie is when everything really starts to get interesting. And it's a good setup from the get-go. We're introduced to these characters. You get a lot of good character development, especially with Anora herself. This is a character that you definitely want to see good things happen to. When she's, when the movie starts out, she's a little annoying. Her accent is very thick. It's a very thick Brooklyn accent. So you're not really sure, how to take her and everything. But as the movie slowly goes along, you can see, you want things to happen for her and whatnot. And when things start to go sideways, you definitely want her to get out of the jam and everything. But she gets, caught up with a cast of colorful characters, and it's, from there on out, the movie it doesn't let up, and it's a lot of fun. But like I said, when it does get dramatic, the dramatic elements really hit home here too. Mikey Madison, I mentioned it before, fantastic here. She does an incredible job, and I really hope she gets a lot of recognition come award season. The rest of the cast here is actually really great as well. A lot of people you probably aren't real familiar with. I think there are some people that are actually big over in Russia who play some characters in this movie, and then there's a few others that you would see as supporting characters or character actors in a lot of other movies. You may have seen them pop up every now and again, but these other characters are humorous. Some of them are hilarious. Some of them are intimidating. And then there's others that you don't quite know how to, take until later on in the movie. And this, it's Sean Baker's writing and direction here that I think really is flawless. Like, he invests a lot of effort into this movie, and what he's able to get out from a lot of these actors and actresses and everything, it is just fantastic. Like, this movie is just really good. There's no other way around it. I said at the top, this is one of the best movies of 2024, and I stand by that. I think this might, as of this point in time, be my number one movie of 2024. I've still got a lot of movies to catch up on by the end of the year, so I can vote in my own critics groups for award season. But as of right now, as it stands, this is my favorite movie of 2024. Something might knock it out, but hey, I really enjoyed this movie. There's not a whole lot else to really say about it. The only thing I will mention is if you are uncomfortable with sex scenes on screen, you may not want to watch this one, or you may want to start this movie about 30 minutes into it, because there is a lot of sex. This might as well be a porno for the first third of the movie, because wow, they are getting it on, let me tell you. But anyway, yeah, aside from that, great movie overall. I can't rave enough about it. If you get the chance to check it out, definitely look at it and go see it. I would fully recommend this movie. It's a 9 out of 10 movie without question. A couple minor little things here and there. It's a little long after a while. The pacing actually works pretty well, but it's right at about 2 hours and 20 minutes, so it does maybe overstay its welcome just a smidge, but outside of that, there's really not much else to complain about here. If you have had the chance to see Anora, please let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more reviews, rankings, all kinds of good stuff. I'll leave all my links down below on where you can follow me and check out more of my reviews. And until next time, guys, I will catch you all later.